Alright, hello everybody. Doing a review today of the KWA M9 PTP. It's backwards, don't complain, I'll just delete your comment. I'm recording from a laptop, so it's going to be happening on most of the videos until we get a better camera. So, it just says engineered to outperform. That's pretty realistic, I guess you could say, from what I've heard and from my experience. This is my first gas blowback, so I don't really know that much about them. It says designed for 0.25 grams. BBs are heavier, but anyway. I got this gun from AirSoftGI for $155 during one of their sales. Well, the flat price is $155. That's why I recommend getting it, pretty much. I'll put a link in the description to the gun itself. So, when you open it up, you get a manual, no Chinese or whatever in here because the plant is in California, I think. So, hold on to this, the instructions. Hopefully you should know what you're doing before you buy one. If you don't, read through the entire thing. Explains the basic operation and cleaning it. Anyway, not that important. You get a little bottle of silicone oil. Mine came, I guess it had leaked a little bit, but so I lost a lot of it. I've already used some though. You always use 100% silicone oil in your guns, or else this is going to mess up the entire thing. I got an extra magazine. You got the hop-up tool. I'll show you how to use that later on. And the gun itself with my other mag in the gun. So quickly with the magazines. First of all, they're full metal, really, really sturdy. Got the fill nozzle right there in between the two screws, and this is the emptying valve. But just a word of caution to you guys. When I got it, it was pretty gassed up because they test the FPS, at least on AirSoftGI, that's why they're better. So I pulled the trigger and it fired and, scared the crap out of me. But anyway, the magazines. And the gun itself. So it comes with trademarks. Now, trademarks, and it says pressure trade pistol, I guess that's pretty cool. The entire gun is full metal except for except the barrel, which plastic is the right thing to do, is because if it was metal, when the blowback action would slide, it would actually scuff the metal and put scratches. It wouldn't look very good. And these handguards are plastic too. You can buy metal ones if you really need, really that picky about it. But it's cool because you can do, single action or double action. Either way, it doesn't really matter. But when it's cocked, you can use the decocker and just press this down, and it'll come back up. And it also puts us on safety. That nothing will happen, and you can't pull the slide back. It's locked. But really comfortable. It's very well balanced. Really easy to operate. FPS on my little card was 371 FPS, around that. It's pretty good. So I'm going to show you how to break this thing down and clean it and everything. I'm not actually going to do it because I did it earlier today. But okay, so first thing you need to do is, if you want to take the magazine out, but you press this little button down and hold it, and then flip this front lever down, and this will slide forward. Just slide this off, and you have your lower trigger, and your grip and everything like that. When you get it, there's the spring and little pin. You take it out, be careful, or else it's gonna go flying out. And these will come apart. Lubricate these definitely. You can take the barrel out. You just pull it forward. Oh crap! It just fell. Pull it forward and then down, and you got your slide. So main things you need to keep lubricated for the gun to work is definitely this, because when it shoots, this thing is going to be moving around a lot. Lubricate all these parts, basically any moving parts of the gun, especially areas of the slide where it's going to be constantly moving. The top of the barrel for just to keep that going smooth, and this little thing, not really sure what it does. I don't know if you can see right here, this little ridge, it looks like a cliff, I guess you could say. That's very important later on for putting it back together, so pay attention to that. Basically, you just need to keep, like I said, all the moving parts lubricated. So, putting it back together, first thing you need to do, put the barrel back together. So just slide that in there. Make sure that it's in there properly, that it's set there, or else this next step won't work. What you want to do is take the spring and scrunch it up like this. And then you're going to take it and slide it through the bottom little ring. And remember when I'm talking about the little cliff thing, it's going to hook on to that. And that's the upper area. So I would tell you to do this upside down, just because this little part will pop out and then you can't put the thing back together. So you just want to lock this in the back and just slide forward, keeping your, in my case, my thumb on it, the spring at all times, and I actually managed to mess it up. So yeah, just slide this on. Don't try to force it. See, I just messed up again. So, that. This is going to take some practice just for you to be able to do it properly, and I just did it again. Sorry about this, my first review. Don't try to force anything, or else you might break it, and then you gotta spend another crap ton of money on getting it replaced. This KWA isn't going to replace it over your ADSC, or my ADSC, I guess you could say. So, when it's together, what you want to do is just flip this little thing back up, pull the slide back a little bit, and this just flips. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, I don't know why it's not going. There we go. Flip it back up, like so. And just, do this a couple times, just to make sure that's working. And you have it. So, my recommendation, I don't know a lot about these things because my first one, but if I would get this thing. I love it so much. It's really, really great. I've put maybe, 8 or 10 mags through it. I love it so much. But one of the coolest parts about it is that it operates like the real one, because it is a training pistol. So when it's out of BBs, and you're shooting, and then when it's out of BBs, this will lock back. So you can just drop the magazine. If you have another one, put it in, and it's good to go. So this has been my first review with ITTT gun on YouTube, pretty much, and the review of the KWA M9 PTP from AirsoftGI. $155. I highly recommend getting this thing if you want a gas pistol. Really, really easy to maintain. I'm surprised. I heard you need to clean it a lot, but it's really, really awesome. I might do a shooting test later, possibly. I'll get it up tomorrow. But overall, this thing is really awesome. So buy it if you can. Like, favorite, subscribe. Thanks, and see you next time. I'm going to be doing the review of the D-Boys Scar L. It does not look the same because I've put a suppressor on there, a red dot sight, and stuff. It comes with a vertical. Well, I'm not going to talk about it now, but anyway, Subscribe.